guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're doing the Bugs Bunny collection from Japan. So we got Bugs Bunny and then we got Crazy Castle. These look like they're going to be direct ports over from the NES versions that we played. So we'll double check that, but that's exactly how it feels. But this one, actually, no, this one is not. I mean, it's a basic little... I mean, it's kind of like a puzzler. I mean, we are early on, so of course they're gonna be easy to start. I do feel like this is the same one on NES. But so far, pretty basic. I mean, it's going to be a good game all around for most ages. I think it's a little too advanced for too young of a crowd. Hey. Okay, my guy just kept moving. I wanted him to go back, and he was just... He said, screw you, we're going this way, and there's nothing you can do about it. I guess once you hit the ladder, you're kind of at the mercy. Alright, luckily AI is stupid. Yeah, like, having a bit of issue controlling the guy. It seems to kind of, for the most part, it works fine, but you'll have these moments where he'll just keep going and ignore your inputs. It's like, depending on where you are in the level or on whatever, that it's slightly unresponsive. And that's the one thing that has been killing me, is that I tell it to go up and he just keeps walking. Or you change direction and he just keeps going forward. Well, no, it's a basic little... Whoa! Hey now. Of course, Sylvester sits there until I go down, and then he's like, jumps on top of me. I guess the AI at least does a little decent. See, that's what I meant to do before, is I thought about going down. I was like, it doesn't matter, but it mattered a little bit. Oh, we're doing Mario tubes now. Alright, fair. Alright, there's no jumping, so... Okay, interesting enough. Luckily that worked. Oof. This one is a little goofy. But I mean, it's a decent little puzzle. I can't be overly negative about it. I mean, all in all, it's kind of fun. It gets a little repetitive, but it has just enough kind of puzzling. I did not mean to do that. I didn't want to do that, but it just would not stop. Why does it sound like we're listening to Frosty the Snowman? Well, all in all, I mean, at this rate, if you only die once a level, you could pretty much keep going indefinitely until you start having some serious issues. I feel like the biggest issue that this game has is the lack of full inputting, where it, like I said, you want to go do one thing and the game says no, like that. I wanted to go up, it just decided, nah, we're gonna stay where we are. Now the thing is, do these guys stay down permanently, or do they come back? And it's trying to get them to do what you want them to do. At any given moment is the main part of this. Yeah, you don't get that whole rapid change of direction like you do in a lot of other games. It's a very slow, you kind of keep going and then eventually you kind of turn around. So in a game where, you know, every second kind of counts in some spots, it really is a little disappointing. in all, the game is not overly complex. It's keeping it, I think, like I said, again, I think it has all age groups in mind with the game. Where again, I think that's the main way you die. Is it does it honestly on purpose so that you. We're dead. There's no way around that one. That one was all us. We can't blame a single controller issue on that one. That one was my bad too. At least the AI started getting a little smarter. Okay, yeah, you can't change direction on stairs at all. It's impossible. Once you're going down, you're going down. So I really wanted to get the... Go the other way, dude. I mean, all in all, that is that. I mean, just gonna be going on for God knows how long. The biggest issue that the game has, really, is the controlling issue. Where it's not fully responsive all the time. I wonder something. I didn't time that because he was coming. But I wanted to see if he would come up the tube and get hit. I was just curious. I wonder if I can... we're not going to get to find out. We're toast. He doesn't go up the stairs. And so each one has, I think, their own unique one. I think Bullet Bill just kind of... Or whatever. I think I'm going thinking Mario. But, Jesus. Only stays on the level he's at. Sylvester does kind of go all over the place. Well, that's unfortunate. Boom. Take it. That's what I'm saying. Take it. It is fun enough that you kind of want to keep playing for a little while, but not enough that it's like this. Is he going to come down? Or come up? I guess not. Turn? Yeah, that's my biggest thing is... In a game where you really are required to make some snap movements, this game does not allow that at all. Like, no joke. Pistol Pete? No, it's not Pistol Pete. Pistol Pete was a pizza place. Daffy! Oh, son of a... Whoa! See, that one you can't do the... it's almost fun enough that you keep wanting to kind of do it. No, go that way. That sucks. Some of them are easier than others, even though they're further down. Alright, that's kind of shitty. There's like nothing you could do. It's shit like that that's a little annoying. I guess you really have to just rush in order to get that. So that's what that was. Alright. We're going to do one where it's the video. I think it's going to show us the map. Oh, it just showed us what we did. It's the aftermath. Alright, so it doesn't show us the video. Okay. I thought maybe it would be showing us what we're going to be expecting. I mean, honestly, this level design is actually pretty decent. See, this is kind of shitty that they camp your exit. We got lucky on that one that we had the one. So all in all, I mean, that's it. The biggest crux of this game is the slightly unresponsiveness of controls to a point. Like sometimes when you really need to change direction, it tells you no. I like that each character has its own kind of uniqueness to it. I don't know what Daffy and Coyote do. We know Sylvester is the smartest one. He kind of moves everywhere. The pistol just kind of goes in one direction, or just sits around, but he does camp. Unlike the other ones. All in all, the game is playable. The game is somewhat fun. It does have a really decent puzzle aspect. I mean, it's pretty much a puzzler, but just a more action-y puzzler rather than just moving bricks or having to do stuff. You have to navigate all the different characters and their patterns while you're trying to collect everything as a double puzzle kind of thing. So it's a lot of fun. If the controls were tighter, the game would be a lot better. Like as it stands, it's decent, it's good, and it is still kind of fun. But the fact that the game, for the most part, kind of has you having to turn on a dime and do a lot of split-second movements, but the controls do not allow that. The amount of delay in changing direction, the fact you can't change direction on the stairs, and sometimes, depending on your positioning, it actually kind of shoots you forward even though you're going other directions. And I don't know if it's because of the weird wall thing where stairs and certain things intersect, which probably causes that. So all in all, like, it is a fun little game. It's a decent puzzler. It is pretty good for all ages. I really feel like the crux of the game and the one main drawback I find that it has is the controls, where it's not as tight as it could be or that it should be for this type of game, but it's not enough to make the game unplayable or unfun. It's just something you have to know ahead of time and plan for, and you have to realize that you're not going to be able to make those split-second adjustments and moves, and it's just going to cost you a couple lives throughout the game. And that's just an inevitability that this game is, where you would like it to be better, but it's not to the point where it's unplayable or it's unfun. The game is still pretty damn enjoyable. It just is unfortunate, is all it really is. And it lends itself to maybe that adding to a difficulty to a degree, even though it's just kind of an inflated one, so to speak, and it doesn't need to be there. But all in all, like, the game is fun, the game is playable, the game is challenging without being annoyingly so. There are some things that it feels like you're kind of just... Sometimes you're going to just get screwed, and that's just the way the game plays. And all in all, like, there's ways of doing everything. Obviously, you have to pay attention, but you also have to just be quick. Sometimes you're going to have to memorize things, like the one level where thing is, like, you want to grab stuff, but no, you have to, you find out after you die the first time that you have to rush to the boxing glove to order to complete the level, or it's impossible because you're screwed. So there's going to be things like that are going to cost you. Luckily, if you only die once and you learn from the one death, then you will stay constant, and all the levels that you do without dying, you will constantly be gaining levels. And if you start over at the beginning and play through quickly and well, you can accumulate a lot of extra lives very quickly, and then you can kind of average out and hit that, like, plateau where you go up, you come back down, all that stuff, to where it's going to equalize itself. And it lends for a very long gameplay rather than a lot of game overs. So in that aspect as well, it's kind of nice. And it shows that it really is a kind of all ages, let them play, have some fun kind of game. So with that being said, guys, thanks so much for joining. Till next time, you guys have a good one.